Today's story is about Finn and the Forgotten Toy. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house at the end of Maple Street, lived a boy named Finn. Finn was 7 years old, with messy brown hair, bright blue eyes, and a laugh that could fill the whole room. He loved adventures, especially the kind that started right in his bedroom. His favorite companion in every adventure was a little stuffed dinosaur named Rex. Rex had green fabric skin, a tiny stitched smile, and one button eye that was slightly bigger than the other. Finn and Rex did everything together. They built pillow forts, fought imaginary dragons, and even sailed the 7 seas on Finn's blanket boat. But one sunny morning, something unexpected happened. Finn's family was getting ready for a weekend trip to Grandma's house. Finn packed his backpack with his pajamas, toothbrush, and comic books. "And of course," he said proudly, "Rex is coming too." He placed Rex on top of the pile, but then his mom called from downstairs. "Finn, hurry up, sweetheart. We're leaving in 5 minutes." Finn rushed to zip up his bag and ran out the door, completely forgetting Rex, who tumbled off the bed and landed softly on the carpet. The house grew quiet. The curtains fluttered gently in the breeze. Rex lay there alone, staring up at the ceiling. Hours passed. Then the sun began to set, painting the room in golden light. Rex missed Finn already. Rex wasn't just a toy. He was Finn's best friend. He remembered all their adventures, the time they built a rocket ship out of cardboard, the time they camped in the living room, the time Finn whispered, "Don't worry, Rex. I'll never leave you behind." But now, Rex had been left behind. He sighed softly, as much as a stuffed dinosaur can sigh, and wished he could move. And then, something magical happened. The nightlight in Finn's room flickered once, twice, and suddenly glowed brighter than ever. The light stretched across the room like a beam of magic, touching Rex's little fabric paw. "Whoa," Rex said, blinking his button eyes. "I can talk." He wiggled his stubby arms, then his tiny legs, and stood up. "I can move. Finn must need me." Rex waddled to the window and peeked out. The street was dark, the moon high in the sky. He didn't know where Grandma's house was, but he knew he had to find Finn. So the brave little dinosaur set out on his greatest adventure yet. He climbed down the bedsheet rope Finn had once tied for pirate rescues. He tiptoed through the hallway, careful not to wake the family cat, Mr. Whiskers, who was snoring on the rug. When he reached the front door, Rex realized it was locked. Finn always says where there's a will, there's a way. He spotted the dog door and squeezed through with a plop, landing on the porch. The night air felt cool and fresh, and the stars twinkled like tiny flashlights guiding him onward. Rex began walking, past the mailboxes, past the old oak tree, and past the corner store with the flickering sign. Along the way, he met a friendly firefly named Glowy. "Hello there, little dinosaur," said Glowy, hovering above him. "You look lost." "I'm not lost," said Rex bravely. "I'm finding my way to Finn." Glowy smiled. "Then I'll help light your path." So, with Glowy shining bright beside him, Rex journeyed through the night. They crossed puddles that sparkled under the moonlight, climbed over a sleeping snail, and tiptoed past a yawning raccoon family. At last, they reached a long, winding road that led out of town. Rex's little legs were getting tired. "I don't know how far Grandma's house is," he said sadly. Glowy blinked softly. "When you care about someone, you find a way." Rex thought about that. He stood up tall, puffed out his soft chest, and kept walking. Then, as dawn began to break, a small blue car came down the road. And guess who was inside? "Mom, wait," Finn shouted from the back seat. "I forgot Rex." His mom smiled kindly. "I think we'll go home and get him before breakfast." When they pulled into the driveway, Finn jumped out of the car and froze. There, sitting right on the front step, was Rex, his little green arms open wide. "Rex," Finn cried, scooping him up and hugging him tight. "I thought I lost you forever." Rex couldn't speak anymore. The magic had faded with the morning sun. But if he could, he would have said, "You never lose what you truly love." Finn smiled and whispered, "I'll never forget you again." And from that day on, Rex always got the best seat in Finn's backpack, right next to his heart. The end. Today we learned that love means never forgetting those who matter most to us, even when life gets busy. True friends, whether real or imagined, teach us loyalty, courage, and care. When we remember what truly matters, we never feel alone.